Understanding Trump's tariff strategy. Impact on Canada, Mexico, and China. Donald Trump's tariff strategy, which gained considerable attention during his presidency, aimed to reshape trade dynamics between the U.S. and its major trading partners. This listicle explores the implications of these tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China, highlighting both potential benefits and drawbacks. Canada. Economic tensions and trade agreements. One of the key targets of Trump's tariff strategy was Canada, particularly concerning lumber and dairy products. The U.S. imposed tariffs to protect domestic industries, leading to strained relations between the two neighbors. However, this tension prompted renegotiations of the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, resulting in the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA. While some Canadian industries faced challenges, the restructured agreement aimed to provide fairer trade terms and improved labor provisions. Mexico. A mixed bag of gains and losses. Similar to Canada, Mexico felt the brunt of Trump's tariffs, especially in the agricultural sector. Tariffs on Mexican imports affected the pricing of goods in the U.S., causing uncertainty in supply chains. However, the USMCA also allowed Mexico to address some trade imbalances, particularly by providing better access to the U.S. market for certain Mexican exports like avocados and other agricultural products. This agreement aimed to create a more balanced economic relationship between the three countries. China. Confrontation and trade wars. China was arguably the most significant focal point of Trump's tariff strategy. The administration accused China of unfair trade practices, intellectual property theft, and currency manipulation. As a result, tariffs on Chinese imports increased dramatically, leading to a tit-for-tat escalating trade war. While some American companies benefited from reduced competition, many industries faced higher costs and uncertainties. China's retaliatory tariffs further complicated the trade landscape, affecting consumers and businesses on both sides. Domestic impact. Farmers and manufacturers struggle. While the idea was to protect U.S. industries, Trump's tariffs created adverse effects domestically. Farmers, especially those reliant on exports to China, experienced significant revenue losses due to retaliatory tariffs. Manufacturers faced increased input costs as supply chains were disrupted, making it harder for them to compete globally. This tension highlighted the complexity of the trade ecosystem and raised questions about the effectiveness of unilateral tariff strategies. Global supply chains. Repercussions beyond borders. Trump's tariffs not only affected Canada, Mexico, and China, but they also signaled a shift in global trade dynamics. Countries began reevaluating their supply chains, considering alternative markets, and seeking to diversify their trading partners. This reevaluation could lead to lasting changes in how companies source materials and manufacture products, as businesses aim to mitigate the risks associated with tariff-related disruptions. Consumer costs. Price increases and choices. With ongoing tariffs, consumers in the U.S. faced price increases on various imported goods, including electronics, clothing, and food products. The additional costs stemming from tariffs can lead to inflation, impacting the purchasing power of American households. This change in consumer dynamics forced shoppers to reconsider their buying habits, often looking for cheaper domestic alternatives or adjusting their consumption patterns. Long-term effects. Trade relations reshaped. The long-term effects of Trump's tariff strategy could profoundly reshape trade relations not only between the U.S. and its primary partners but also globally. While some advocate for protecting domestic industries through tariffs, critics argue that such strategies can lead to isolation and economic unfavorability in the long run. As countries adapt to these changes, the global trading landscape may undergo significant transformations, influencing future negotiations and partnerships. In conclusion, Trump's tariff strategy had far-reaching effects on Canada, Mexico, and China, impacting trade dynamics, consumer prices, and global supply chains. The repercussions of these policies continue to be felt, prompting discussions around the sustainability of such tactics in fostering economic growth and international relations.